uh, pass a string inside this. Maybe let's create something like let's pass a blog post. So let's save this. So you can actually see that you can actually render it out on a web page, because PHP needs a server. We'll be looking at the server configuration or how to run it using our XAMPP. So the first thing that you need to do is to start your XAMPP server, obviously, and I'll be showing you how to paste this code inside our XAMPP, but you can also do it through your IDE, NetBeans IDE. You can debug it. But because it's not exactly a full-fledged application, I'm not going to show how to use the entire debug process, but rather I'll be using this file inside my XAMPP, and I'll use the local server, to output my rendered values. Now we have got the variable, and it's actually an object. Now we need to output what we have actually passed along inside this new object. So we can simply do that using the printf function. So we can pass along the first post variable, and here we go, and let's save this. Now what we need to do is that we have saved it inside. You can actually save it inside your XAMPP's directory rather than saving it in a separate folder and then copying it inside that XAMPP htdocs directory. It might be tedious, but it's also effective if you're actually making a lot of applications, and in different types of applications, or if you're trying to create applications using your NetBeans IDE, and those applications are mostly uses the Java platforms or the PHP platforms. You can actually paste that from your NetBeans directory and paste it inside your XAMPP's directory, but you can follow along as you wish. It's not a hard and fast rule, but I prefer to do it in a separate directory of my own. Now, nonetheless, I'll be showing you how to do that. So the NetBeans directory, as I'm using the MacBook, it's actually situated inside my. It's actually I guess it's situated inside my home. Yep. So inside your home's directory, you'll get a folder called NetBeans projects. So in that NetBeans projects, remember that we have also created a folder called themes, and inside that themes we have got this posts.php file. So this post.php file needs to have a server to run on. So let's copy this, copy things, and we will need to go to our application folder, and locate the XAMPP folder, and you need to locate the htdocs directory. So this htdocs directory works something like a public folder for your local server. So once you paste this you've got this themes. You can actually call it through your browser. So let's open up Chrome, and let's type in localhost, and then we have got themes posts.php. I guess I made a mistake. So the fun part in here is that I wanted to show you that your browser actually explicitly tells you where the where your mistake or where the bug is occurring, but your ID might not actually tell you every detail about your problems. So you need to use a local environment before you can actually use your scripts in a production environment, production server. So it's better to test all your scripts, all your websites, or all your applications in a local environment rather than testing it on a live server, because it might be really confusing for your clients and for your business too. Now the problem in here is that the problem occurred in line 9. So what we are trying to do in here is that we are trying to I've already told you that we created an object. So the object that we have created is it's from a class, and it has got its own type. So the type that we know is the object has its own type that is known also as object. Now an object cannot be converted to a string directly. So a solution to this problem is that what we need to do is simply we just need to change this as the posts. So let's see what happens. So let's save this and let's refresh the page. I guess there's still this problem. Oh, sorry for that. I haven't actually changed anything. Okay, now let's try this out. I guess there is this. Oh, I need to change this in my server. So sorry for the delay, but I made a mistake, not in here but inside my folder. So I need to change this part. Okay. Let's open this up with NetBeans, and hence open project. So it's not here. So let's go back to our directory and let's copy this themes again, and let's go to applications, and let's repaste all this code. We need to replace the old themes file with the new item. So we want to replace this, yep, and I guess that's fine. And then what we need to do in here is, now it's perfectly fine, it's not throwing up anything. Now we can actually use the functions, the default PHP built-in functions. So to use them, so let's close this. I guess it's reading from, it's already reading from the let's go back and let's open this up. So in here what we need to do is use the printf function. So let's change this code and let's save this, and now let's go back to our browser, and now we have got our blog post printed on our browser. So what happened before is that we just used this object directly. We use this object directly inside our printf function, which is not allowed because an object is a distinct type and a string is also a distinct type. What the printf function can do is that it can only print out strings, so it can't print out any object. So the mistake that we made was we directly passed in the object that we created in the previous line. We can't do that. What we need to do is, because we have already told our design, we have already told the compiler that our design consists of a magic method and it will retrieve this and it will actually copy, or like you can actually say it will take this property or variable, or this class variable or the property, and it will assign, it will be used to assign the name parameter inside it. So what we are doing here is we are trying to use the this scope. Now the this is actually this it's also like it also acts like a variable, but it's a scope variable. What it does, when the compiler encounters this $sign followed by the this keyword, it actually refers to the class, the entire class. So what we're doing in here is we are actually using the object operator. In this object operator, we are referring that we want to use the posts property from the class. That's how we refer a class property inside a class method. This is the exact way of referring to class properties. So we are telling the compiler that we want to read the post property that is situated inside the class, inside this class. We want to use the post property inside this class, and we want the parameter name to be assigned to this class property.